guys, I'm so hot right now. Look at how much I'm sweating right now. Let me go in front of you so you don't fall, just in case I'll catch you. Okay. So right now I've got to take my computer in because remember I told you that iMovie stopped working? Well, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go take care of that right now. And so that's what I'm going to do.
What's the opposite of dark? Cold, lopsided, or light? Yay!
Good job, Cruz.
Right. Which is the word?
So I'm finally getting my iMovie fixed. I'm so happy. There's a problem with iLife, and so they're just going to clean it all out for me. Hey, hold on. Let me make sure she's okay. Eat it, Trixie.
Eat it like this.
Look how funny she looks. She looks hilarious. Eat it. There she goes. Cruz, look. Look at her tongue. Oh, she looks so funny. Stop, Gigi.
Guys?
Say it again.
Hi guys. What's your guys' name? Who's Johnny Boo?
Where do you get Voo Johnny Voo? You always say Vooey Johnny Vooey.
Not Booey Johnny Boo. Who is Johnny Boo?
Who is Johnny Vooey?
Huey?
Huey?
Johnny?
Shani?
Booey.
Hi guys, it's nighttime now and I have no idea how much I've vlogged today. So let me just try to tell you what I did today. Let's see, what did I do? I went to bed late, of course. I woke up at about 8:30. And it says easy right here, but I'm not sure why it's saying easy, so I hope it's recording okay and everything is okay. But anyways, okay. So I woke up at about 8:30 this morning, and my little niece was at the door. But my son had woken up at about 8 o'clock, and I was just laying around like I normally do because I'm tired in the morning because I go to bed like really late. And so I see my son go to the front door, and you know when you're tired and you just wake up and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? So that's kind of what happened. So I come to the door, and Gabby's here with her uncle, which is my sister's husband. He dropped her off. But usually he drops off his daughter also, but his daughter is actually in North Carolina with my niece, which is his daughter, with my mom. So my mom took her and Pablo. And the funniest thing, so I'm like, come outside to walk the dog with me. So I'm going out with Gigi, which is my girl dog, and Gabby's like, where's Pablo? And I never thought, like, you know, because I haven't told my kids that Pablo went with my mom. And Cruz goes, oh, he's in North Carolina with my mom right now. I'm like, what? How did you know that? This whole time I was keeping it from him because I didn't want to cause him a heartbreak. Yesterday he forgot about him, and this morning he knew where he was. So I was like, that's really weird. I think what happened is he had a dream. I don't know. He had a dream, and he knew that happened, but I was like, actually, he's only going to be gone for a week because he said, yeah, my mom took him to North Carolina. I'm like, yeah, they're only going to be gone a week because I didn't want him to be upset. But he wasn't even upset, so that was cool. Like, kids amaze you. I don't know if you have kids, but when you do or if you do, you will notice that kids amaze. They will amaze you. If you sit there and watch them, they're amazing. Like, their thought process is like really, I don't know, like just the nature of humans is really neat. I'm thinking like all the bad that's caused in this world, what do you think that causes? I think it comes from learned. You learn these bad things. kids don't just wake up saying, oh, I want to bomb this place. No, it's a learned process, I think, obviously. And how do they learn this? How does one wake up and think to themselves, I want to kill people today, you know? I'm thinking about a little while back, there was this shooters. These people would just end up being shot. They would end up being dead in random places around my area. And I remember being scared to go outside the house because I didn't want to get shot at. I wouldn't let my kids out. Well, back then my kid didn't go outside, but I was freaked out. Everybody here was freaked out. People would be pumping gas and they would be shot at and dead. People would be at the post office and they would be shot at going into the post office. So there was a scare here. Come to find out, it was a guy and his son, I think, a much younger person, and he had I guess the boy would be driving, I think he was 17, was driving around, and the guy was actually in the trunk shooting the people from far away. And I don't know how they got this, but we were looking for a white van the whole time. Who gave that tip that we're looking for a white van? So they would stop all white vans. If you had a white van, be prepared to stop and they're going to search you, because that's what happened. That was just something else. And then come to find out, I forget how they found out who it was. I think someone finally saw, I'm not sure. But that was some crazy, crazy stuff. How does that happen? They had, my favorite channel here is Investigation Discovery, and they, the shows are all on the story behind how stuff like that happens, and it's based around someone's always dying, of course. It's based around that, and I've learned a lot from that show. A lot about humans, and that's what my degree is in, human, psychology, the human mind, humans, why they do what they do, and how do they get to that point. And most of it is learned. If you want your children to be a certain way, you have to be how you want your children to be. So that's what I was saying the other day. If I don't want my kids to be late for everything, I have to arrive there early, because that's the only way they're going to beat that. Why am I always late? Because my mom's always late. A lot of the way that I am is exactly like my mom. And if you sit and look back at yourself, you'll notice the same thing. You're either like your mom or your dad, or someone that's had a significant portion, that you spent a significant portion of your childhood with these people. That's how you're going to be, pretty much. So whatever, if you want your children to be good people, you have to be good. Now, once in a while, things happen, such as I'm not sure about most, but a lot of child molesters have been molested themselves. And I'm not giving excuses, because I think that's the lowest thing that you could ever do, is molest or rape or hurt a child. You, an adult, are hurting a child. How can you hurt a child? I have no clue. I have no idea. That I will never understand. Because if you yourself were molested, wouldn't you think, wow, I can't believe that happened to me. That's a really terrible feeling. I don't think I'm going to do that to someone else. That would be my mind frame. But certain people, they're just different. Everybody's different. That's weird. It's kind of weird if you think about it. And I'm working on like 4 hours of sleep, guys. So my thought process right now is a little bit on the tired, what the hell is she talking about? Where is this coming from? Side, I'm sorry, of my brain. But I don't know. That's just what came into my brain when I thought I'm going to sit here and talk to my friends. That's what came up. So let's think about something positive. What's positive? My new class is awesome. I'm going to see what I have to do. Well, see, Mondays are usually the day where you have something big due. That was yesterday, so I accomplished that yesterday. And so Tuesdays, which is today, is usually where you relax. So today, I relax. Tomorrow it starts pretty much, the work starts all over again. You have DQ1 due, where you have to answer a question, and then you respond to your classmates, at least 2 posts, and they have to be like thorough responses. So that's Wednesday, and then either Thursday and Friday or Saturday, depending on what class you have. Like my last class, I had 3 DQs. So I would have one on Wednesday, one on Friday, and one on Saturday. But this class, I believe it's one on Wednesday and one on Friday. So, and not only that, so on Friday I'm going to have to answer another question, like a deep question. And then you have to do 4 days. Out of 4 out of 7 days, you have to post twice to a classmate or the teacher. And it has to be, of course, in depth. All of it has to be in depth. But the good thing about this class is that it's really not in depth. And maybe that's because I was used to that really hard class. Not that it was really hard, but I had to have references for everything that I wrote. You couldn't go online and do a Google search. You had to go to the university library and get a peer-reviewed articles or books or whatever. It couldn't be from the regular internet. And if it wasn't exactly a certain amount of words, forget it. You didn't get points. But I can't say anything bad because that teacher let me pass, and I'm so grateful to her right now. God bless her. I'm so happy about that. So that just makes me more grateful for this class. It's not as difficult, and it's fun also. I'm looking forward to finally getting to learn some Photoshop, because the Photoshop that I know was learned from watching other people. So now I'm finally going to learn and be able to learn more. One thing that I love is learning. And I don't know, let's see, have I always been like that? I'd have to say I've not always been like that. I've always loved to read. My nose was always in a book. Not an intelligent book per se, but more like a story or romantic, because I would always disappear into the book. Like when I was younger, I would always read the Ramona Quimby books. Oh my gosh, I loved Ramona Quimby. And even before then was Amelia Bedelia. I loved Amelia Bedelia. And then came Ramona books. And then after Ramona, not sure, but my other favorite author since I was a teenager was V.C. Andrews. Now, V.C. Andrews still puts out books, but it's not actually her. It's actually her company, which is probably her grandkids maybe. But I love V.C. Andrews. That's the author of Flowers in the Attic. Oh my gosh, I love that book. And so I fell in love with that book, and ever since I fell in love with that book, I would read all her different books. And she has different series of families and weirdness like that. Families, awesome. I love, even now, I don't have time now to read that, but if I did, I have V.C. Andrews' collection. I love V.C. Andrews. I'll still read it now. So, What else? I just love to learn. Like, I love learning. Even as a hairstylist, you don't stop learning. You still have to go to classes because it's ever-changing. So you're always learning new techniques, new color techniques, new cutting techniques, new styling techniques, everything. So I really like learning. I love being a stylist. No good news on the opening up a salon part because I still haven't found the perfect place. So I'm praying about it, and hopefully God will find one for me, which I'm sure He will, because everything turns out the way it's supposed to turn out. Everything turns out wonderfully. Everything's going to be fine. So that's that. I'm so tired. I think I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm probably going to edit this video and then go to sleep because I'm so tired. Like I said, I haven't gotten sleep. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? I sound so ridiculous. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I'm sorry. I just want to say thank you so much for listening and for commenting. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys for being so nice to me and understanding and just nice overall. Really genuinely nice people. I'm really thankful for that. Thankful for you guys. So I'm hoping you guys have a great night, and I can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow. Good night.